Hello, hello. Good afternoon. Good Friday, everybody. I'm your host, Coco. We got our host, Jimmy Jam, in the background here.
What's happening, everybody?
And thank y'all for tuning in to In the Mirror podcast. We want to say happy weekend to everybody and hope everybody had a good week. How was your week this week, Jimmy? Oh, Lord.
Man, I just can't get no sleep
Mm,
with everything I got going on. But it's all
yeah,
good though, you know what I'm saying? I enjoy doing what I do,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah. And you gotta know at some point your body is gonna tell you need
It
to
it
get
will.
some sleep.
It
You know what
will.
I mean? Then you'll know.
I hope it don't tell me while I'm in the hospital.
Oh no, no. You wanted to tell you before that. And of course if you can catch it before that, catch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get me some rest today.
Yeah.
Tonight, you know what I'm saying? Sleep in tonight in the morning.
Okay,
You
okay.
know,
Yeah.
3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the mornings.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Same thing with me. I've been doing a lot of working lately, trying to catch up on some stuff and even having to do things, come home and get back online to work some more so I can just play catch up so I wouldn't have to look at it the next day. So that actually helps me out really. Yeah, but outside of that, my week has been going good. Looking forward to a busy weekend. Mother's Day coming up on Sunday. That's all we got going on.
Well, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you, thank you.
That
Yes,
you
happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and stepmothers and grandmothers and everybody, all the mothers out there.
all the mamas, mama.
Oh Lord. Okay. All right. We're gonna get back with Jimmy singing for us today. And
y'all don't want me to get started now. Y'all be trying to send me money and everything. I don't do you like that.
You ain't gonna do us like that.
Nah, not today.
All right, all right. So all right, we're gonna get into a little something today. Um, and I think John Jay, you got it up somewhere. Does our vote matter? That's what we're talking about today.
Yeah, it's it's well, I think it was like politics today.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then I also put a little quote up, should we vote
Mm-hmm.
or should we just let it ride?
Mm. Mm, mm, mm.
Should we just let them just do what they do,
Yeah,
tear down the whole system because that's what they
that's
doing.
what's gonna happen.
And the moment it tear down, we
Mm-hmm.
intervene and
Yep.
plug ourselves into our
And
own
fix it.
system like
Yep.
we had before
Mm-hmm.
the civil rights movement.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the topic. Politics today,
Yep.
and should we vote this one or sit this one out?
Mm,
So you
mm,
go
mm,
ahead. You
mm.
go ahead. I'm gonna
Well,
do some A&R over here.
this whole thing kind of came up. First of all, the whole demolishing of the Voters Voting Rights Act. So that's kind of what started a lot of this. Because if y'all remember some of our past podcasts, me and Jimmy was always on that. Look, you better get out there and vote. You better get out there and vote. These midterms, vote. Come on, let's get it in. Whatever. But a lot of things have changed in the past few weeks. So we're going to kind of discuss. We're going to discuss this today. Okay. So I started out with it, like I said, with the Senate voting to demolish the Voting Rights Act. Okay.
Right.
So I saw a video with Plies, and Plies was saying, why do these people keep fucking with us when it comes to voting? Like
Right.
they just keep on, like they're really trying to, take us out, period.
So
That's what they really want us to do. They don't want our vote to matter. So when we've discussed this before, we've kind of said, well, I mean, obviously it does matter if they are trying so hard to get us out of it.
right.
But we're going to still question that a little bit here. So my whole thing is if y'all don't really know what they're talking about when they got rid of this Voting Rights Act, right? So really they can redistrict these maps in the states to really it's going to allow them to bring in whatever party they want to have for that state. So let's say you got 100 Republicans and you got 100 Republican voters and 100 Democratic voters. They can take those 100 Democrat voters and split them up into other districts. So the district that has the 100 Republican voters, they can leave 10 Democratic voters, 10 Democrat voters. And what is that going to do? They got 100 Republican voters, 10 Democratic voters on the map now. Our vote isn't going to matter.
Yeah. It just to them, it just seemed like, you know, they really showing how racist, how evil, and how corrupt they can be. And it's not just, I know a lot of people like to just call Trump name out because he is like the leader.
Right.
But he can't do this shit by himself.
Can't do it by himself.
So you got to really look at the people that surrounded him. That, when he say stupid shit and he say hurtful things and mean stuff to reporters and stuff, how they just act like they don't hear it. They don't even have a reaction. You know what I'm saying? It's like they can tune it out.
That's right.
And I just wonder, it's like, what is in it for them? But we know what's in it for him.
Right.
He making billions of dollars. He making more money than he's ever made in his entire life. Absolutely. Since he's been the president. And it's because of he's the president, he's making this money.
That's right.
But it's like, what is in it for the Republicans? You know what I'm saying? That's just act like they don't hear a damn thing he say, and they don't see nothing that he do. And a lot of these people that's following him was real big critics of his when he was first running in 2016.
Right.
They said pretty much everything we're saying now.
That's true.
And all of a sudden, that's
been flipped.
That changed. I'm talking about like they never say like it's two of them. It's like it's two people. Like they didn't put the real original people up and then brought these people out who really
took their mask off.
It's like they aliens. I know it was a movie they had where the aliens were getting into the people's body and they was taking their body, but they still had whoever they were. Yeah. But they was totally different.
Right.
That's what this was almost like. Like Dave said, I'm talking about everyone, every last one of them that's with him now has said some real shit about him that, just took it to another level. And now they just act like it's nothing. That's why I said in the last show we had about, I don't know if you was with me, I think I did a solo show one night about Trump attacking the Pope.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Pope will be the next one left. If he can flip the Pope like he's flipped everybody else, then where would we be?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But I really feel like right now we are already doomed.
Yeah.
As a country, we're already doomed. You know what I'm saying? Because it is too far gone now to even if you turn it back, it's a messed up. Trump, Ryan, brother, I hate this. I would want you to tell me what is all right about Trump. I mean, you saying Trump is all right. He got some flaws like all of us, but they target him because he going after people that really pulling the strings. No, he's not, bro.
He's not.
I mean, I don't know if you in the news or what news are you watching. Fox? Because if you're watching Fox News, you're gonna get one side.
You sure are.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Trump is not no victim. You making it seem like he a victim. He's not no victim at all, bro. Trump is dirty, man. Trump evil as fuck. I mean, I don't see how you can't see that.
He's not going after them. Why would he go after them if he's still benefiting from everything he's doing? Why would he go after the people that's pulling the strings?
He's part of the whole thing. If he was going after people, he would release the Epstein's file like he ran off and said he was going to do.
Yep.
And he's done everything in his power to keep it.
To not do it.
Right. Keep it from being released. So it's like, bro, whatever Kool-Aid that y'all just drank, spit that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit ain't helping. It ain't helping at all. What he saying about
the Pope? He's saying the Pope. About the Pope and all that crazy stuff that went on in the church. The altar boys is what he's trying to say. You're trying to say the altar boys, Ryan? And he said, and the assaults, the sexual assaults. That ain't what we talking about though, Ryan. He's saying we are in a different world now. There's no coming back from what we grew up with. Again, if you have a grown man, if you have these men inside these Epstein files, and we know that they are having sex with these young girls, they killing kids, they doing all this, why would he be going after people in the church doing the same thing?
Why would he be going after the people that's not even in the files?
Exactly. Yep.
Right.
Why would he be? That's true.
He's going after
they're not even in
that's
the file.
not in the file. He's going after everybody that brought those cases against him that were legitimate cases.
Absolutely.
You got to know that everything he pretty much done was done on live. Damn, they're live.
Absolutely.
So it's like everything that they brought against him, those are people he's going against, but he's not going after anyone that's in the Epstein's file. So he's
going after everyone that has done anything against him. If you think about all the stuff he's trying to do to the so-called blue states. Just think about that. They haven't really done anything specifically to Trump, but because he felt like he lost certain states to Kamala or to Democrats, those are the ones he's going after.
I don't even think it's about the fact that he lost them to her. It's just the fact that they are not with him. Trump is like, if you're not with me, you're against me.
Okay, yeah.
That's his motto.
So he said, okay, so right. Not to Kamala, but to him not winning the state, period.
Kamala.
What'd I say?
Kamala.
Look, Kamala, look, tomato.
That's
all that.
That's what MAGA say.
That's what MAGA say.
They call her that to,
Yeah, tomato.
Right.
Y'all get over that. That's not, that ain't no big deal, y'all. But yeah, that's how he uses it. All these blue states. He's trying to figure out a way to get them. And okay, so Ryan is saying, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, I guess he's trying to do right.
I don't see where.
He says, I'm not on Trump's side. I don't know. Ryan. I don't know about that now. He said, that's what I said.
I just would say this to you, Ryan. I'm going to ask you this right here. I mean, besides the reality TV and all the things Trump done on the TV, could you give me one policy that Trump has put in place that made your life and your family life better? Just one policy. He's not about policy. Trump is about money. Yep. Trump has been about money ever since he probably came out of his mama womb. He don't give a shit about nobody else winning. Not. How do people really think that a motherfucker that was born with a gold spoon in his mouth, that ain't never drove a car,
ain't never been to the grocery
store,
that
he actually gonna give a shit about how you live? He actually gonna really care.
Never has.
I don't know why people think rich people care about their well-being.
They never
I don't understand. I don't even understand how people can believe that rich people, not rich, wealthy, because Trump ain't rich, he's wealthy. He got generational money. You see what I'm saying? How wealthy people who never lived your life, don't have a clue of how you live your life. How do you really believe that they care about your well-being?
That's right.
I don't even understand that. That never, as a kid, I never believed that. That's why I've never been the one that go all crazy over superstars. I just don't. I don't really care because I don't really think that they really from where we from. Even though a lot of them have a story,
right?
Some kind of story. They was in the project, but don't nobody know them. What project? When was y'all there? When did y'all come out of this? Because don't nobody know you. So it's like you got a story. So it's like you trying to make us believe that we can do what you doing, but you was actually selected. Because if you start really going against the grain, guess what?
You out of there.
You out of there. So you can't even be who you. The only person that I could say that was a celebrity that I saw go against the grain and didn't give a shit with Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, that's true.
He never folded.
He didn't.
He never folded. He never bit his tongue. He never retracted. He never went back. He stayed true to the fact that they took everything they could from this man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And he still stood on his principles. I have yet to see, and I don't know if it's because of the way he was raised, but I have yet to see, and I don't know if it's because of the way he was raised, but I have yet to see, and I don't know if it's because of the way he was raised, but I have yet to see, and I don't know if it's because of the way he was raised, but I have yet to see, and I don't know if it's because of the way he was raised, but I have yet to see, and I don't know if it's because of the way he was raised, but I have yet to see, and I don't know if it's because of the way he was raised, but I have yet to see, and I don't know if it's because of the way he was raised, but I have yet to see, and I don't know if it's because of the way he was raised, but I have yet to see, and I don't know if it's because of the way he was raised, but I have yet to see, and I don't know if it's because of the way he was raised, but I have yet to see, and I don't know if it's because of the way he was raised, but I have yet to see, and I don't know if it's because of the way he was raised, but I have yet to see, and I don't know if it's because of the way he was raised, but I have yet to see, and I don't know if it's because of the way he was raised, but I have yet to see, and I don't know if it's because of another celebrity do that since him. Now, if it has been, y'all shoot it to the comments, because I ain't saying that it never ever happened. I said I have never seen no one besides Ali stand on his business and tell them motherfuckers to kiss his ass, do what you got to do, because you're not finna run me, you're not finna control me. But the majority of them gonna say just a little bit, but not too much, because they don't want to fuck up their livelihood.
They sure don't.
You see what I'm saying? Because they gave it to them and they could take it from you. They show that every day, especially with this regime right here. They, they go to other people's countries and kill and take their fucking presidents out of the damn country and talk about how corrupt they are. But we got a fucking 34 count felon president that fuck with kids.
And ain't nobody doing nothing.
Nobody saying shit.
Nobody.
So, okay, back to the vote thing. So, the thing about it with me is my thing is, for the first time since I'm eligible to vote, I really feel like not even doing it, because the Democrats just seem like they don't know what to do, or they just a part of the shit and trying to put up a little resistance and acting like they really trying to resist this shit. Or they just soft as hell. Because had they been more aggressive when Trump took off, when he got out of office, after he inserted the riot or the Capitol and tried to kill his vice president, we know this shit facts. Okay.
We ain't making this up.
After he did that, he should have been deemed ineligible. And really prosecuted the same day Joe Biden took office.
Never should have.
The same day, because that's what he did. When he took office, he took vengeance on everybody that had anything to do with prosecuting him in all his cases that he had.
That's right.
He still, to this day, he been in there, it's going on his second year. He still ain't finished. You got a war going on. And you still indicting people from shit that you say they said or did towards you that was not right. Like Ryan said, they coming after him. They coming after you because you breaking fucking laws. They just like they come after these dope boys on the street. You selling dope, god damn it, you going to jail.
Right, exactly.
You breaking the law, you go to jail. It don't matter how what color you are.
Making sure they do that.
Who you are. You break the law, you supposed to go to jail.
Why does that not count for the president of the United States? Period. He's the only president that has had all these felonies. He's the only president that has had felonies, period. The criminal. Period.
Okay, this is Ryan saying this. Ryan said, he said, this year been messed up for me. I don't have a van, repo. I ain't got no money. Gas is up. I ain't got no luck this year. As far as money go, broke as a joke. I wish I could tell a joke. Okay, see what I'm saying, Ryan? That's what I'm saying, bro. You can't continue to support a person who have made your life terrible. And he getting rich. He's making Trump that made over $1 billion in 1 year. Nobody's ever done that in the history of life. And he
$1 billion in a year.
In a year, you saying what you're saying. Just think about it for a second. You saying what you saying, that this year been terrible for you. Your van that got repoed, you ain't got no money, gas is up. You see what I'm saying? And you ain't by yourself.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you can't be naive enough to say, well, this on Biden. This Joe Biden fault.
That's right.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's on the guy that I don't know if you voted for him. It sounded like you did. But a lot of people voted for this guy. And a lot of people voted for him based upon his promises that he made.
Absolutely.
And he have broken every single one of them.
That's right.
And gave the people that voted for him his ass to kiss.
Yep. Sure did.
and continuously doing it. But he's still, but he's a con artist. So he's still conning a lot of people.
Absolutely.
So everything he says is the best. It's the best thing ever. We doing the best thing. Nothing has ever been done like this before. Everything that he say that he's a part of is the best.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people believe it still today. They can't even go to the grocery store and get $100 worth of food they're gonna last them 2 days. They can't even fill their cars up. A lot of them lost their health care. A lot of them lost food stamps where they can't even eat. But you still supporting this guy, and I don't understand why. For the life of me, I can't understand what is it about Trump supporters that they're gonna ride this wave until they go down in death. That is because you can say what you want to say about people that vote for Democrat, but we ain't finna goddamn vote for these motherfuckers when our life get bad.
Right.
If the Democrats in office and our life get bad, they won't get a vote from nobody.
That's true.
The Republican voters just don't really have any type of policy agenda that they really care about. It's just a party. They just care about the party itself. They're gonna vote Republican whether they sitting outside in the cold with nothing to eat. Because of the Republicans, it don't matter to them. So it's like it's to a point where you can't just blame Trump now.
Right.
You got to look at the people who support him, the voters. They doing this gerrymandering thing, right? So it's like, okay, you still should lose the election. Because look at what's going on. This affected everybody.
Right.
The Democrat voters are not the only one affected by high gas prices and high grocery prices.
That's right.
We was talking earlier today about how high rent is. The Democrat voters ain't the only one that's affected by that.
Nope.
So it's like, even though you're doing a gerrymandering and trying to rezone districts to split up the black votes, white people should have enough fucking sense to see that they struggling too. Because of them. Because of Republicans.
You
see what I'm saying? The Latinos, they had to learn a hard lesson. They went against and voted for Trump, and Trump then went through their neighborhoods soon as he got inaugurated and just terrorized their ass.
Sure did.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That's reality. That's facts.
It is.
So it's like at some point, you gotta know when to get off the ride. At some point, you would think it's time to get off this ride. And let's step back and take a look and see what's better out there. What better options do we have than this guy? And when that happens, things will change for the better. Things will change for the better when Republican voters really pay attention to what's going on and stop being so prejudiced. We at war, right? We at a full-blown war.
Right.
They still pushing racism like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
They got people out to kill them. They got people that is trying to kill soldiers overseas. They trying their best to infiltrate his structure in the United. You think Iran don't want to really get up in this motherfucker and do something?
Right.
Y'all done killed their whole family. Y'all done killed that man's whole family.
Yep.
You think that man don't want to get up in here?
Absolutely.
And revenge on you? But what y'all doing? Y'all so fucking struck on racism and bigotry to you, so you can't even see that this is the time that everybody should be pulling together.
That's right.
But they can't. And like I say, and I'm not just talking about Trump. I'm not just talking about the Republican. I'm talking about everybody who support this guy. Everybody who support Trump and everybody who vote for these Republicans. You are a part of the problem. I'm going on live air and I'm putting it out there saying it. You are part of the problem. And you are going to be part of what that send this country to its knees. Because right now, this country is falling. It's falling. It is not the same. It is not as strong. It is not as respected. It is not as trusted as it once was since Trump. Since Trump, period. Trump. And to me, it looked like he is trying to sabotage this motherfucker. It don't even seem like he really trying to do what he say he doing. It really looked like he is trying to bring it to his knees and collapse it, because he do have greater interest in the Middle East.
Right. He
does. A lot of his businesses and all that stuff is tied in the Middle East. So, and then I hear the media, how they just try to, I don't know, I ain't never been a part of the media.
Yeah.
But I tell people all the time, in the near future, podcast is gonna be the only way you get the truth. Because the rich friends of Trump, they buying up all the media stations.
Absolutely.
And then they're gonna control what's said.
They are.
So they're gonna feed you a lot of bullshit. They're gonna feed you what they want you to know in the future. Just like people that watch Fox. People that watch Fox News think Trump is a god.
Absolutely.
They don't have another opinion. They think Trump is a god. They think the Republicans are the best. The Democrats are radical. They sound the same.
They do.
All on side of radical left.
Right. Look, Maurice is saying we are about to go into a Great Depression when the war is over. And Ryan said only real hood broke people living in a trailer park or in the projects know what you're talking about with Trump. We lived in the gutters for real.
I think it's more people than that. But you got to think about it, man. When Trump was running, man, I was passing by trailer parks and shacks with Trump and Pence.
Oh, absolutely.
Signs on them.
Yeah, that's the main one.
I remember passing by farms with Trump and Pence. Them same farms right now.
Yep.
Is under foreclosure.
Drive towards Savannah.
Yeah. They on the
see where all them signs at. Harris County.
Yeah, so I just, I just don't understand, what I'm saying, the people that go and support this guy.
Yeah.
But what I really don't understand is the Democrats. I mean, we didn't talk enough about the Republicans. They're going to be who they are.
Yeah.
But the Democrats just seem like they don't have a plan.
Democrats.
Yeah, they don't. They just seem like the Republicans is whooping their ass in every phase of politics right now.
They are.
I mean, they can't stop nothing.
Nope.
And when, because it ain't like they ain't never had the power.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? When Joe Biden won, didn't they have the House and the Senate majority? So
they did. And just think how much presidents would always say how, the president don't really have the power. It has to go through the Senate. It has to go through the Congress. And all this stuff has to happen before the president can do anything. And if it gets stopped, guess what? They don't get the chance to do anything. So how is it that Trump can go make all these decisions and everything gets passed?
Trump got immunity through the Supreme Court before he even became president. They gave him immunity. That anything that he does while president can't be prosecuted.
Really?
Yeah.
Now that I didn't know.
Yes, he got immunity.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense.
Right, through the Supreme Court. So
that makes a lot of sense.
Right. So it's just, and then you look at the court system. Black people, we understand how unjust this judicial system is.
Right.
Because it's majority of us that's in the prisons.
Right.
Okay. So we know how unjust this system is, and we've been screaming this for hundreds of years. But everybody's always been like, y'all just complaining, don't want to work, don't want to do this, just lazy, want to steal. Everybody has been, coming at us like we just, crying wolf and ain't really nothing going on. Yeah. But Now you see it in the plane, how fucked up this judicial system is, and how these corrupt these judges are.
Yeah.
These are the AG attorney generals are, the DA. You see how corrupt they are.
Absolutely.
All the way to the Supreme Court. We're supposed to be the highest court in the land.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. This, like they say, this is the most powerfulest nation in the world. So the court has to be the what? Most powerfulest court in the world. Corrupt as fuck. And then it's to a point they ain't even trying to hide it no more.
Oh yeah, no, they ain't trying to hide it no more.
It's like you ain't hiding shit no more. It's like we pissed off. Y'all let a half nigga be president.
Yep.
And bring them nigga kids in the White House. We named it the White House for a reason.
Yep.
And we gonna make sure that never happens again. Not only if that ain't gonna happen again, we gonna try to take away every black Senate seat, every black Congress district, every district in the world. We're gonna try to make this shit be the way it was before you niggas was ever able to vote.
Yep. That's right.
And not only they taking it from black, they taking it from women.
Yep.
White women as well. And it's crazy when I see white women side up with this shit. I'm like, what is your motive? Because you ain't getting nothing out of it.
Nope.
You getting theatrics. Yeah, you get a job that looked like you in charge. Trump, they fired both them white women that was advocating for him.
Yep, he did. As soon as they said something he ain't like,
they ain't say shit.
As far as he's concerned,
they ain't said nothing towards him that was wrong. They kissed his ass the whole time.
Did.
No, Pam Bondi said nothing towards him that was wrong.
Marjorie Green did. She said,
well, she didn't get fired. That was different. That's not the two. That's not
the two you talking about. Okay.
Marjorie Green.
Did she just leave or get out of it? Okay.
She saw that the Epstein file. That's why she was riding his coattail. She really thought that he was going to bring down this big corruption of pedophile. That's what she was on his team. When she saw when he got power and he was like again, like no, we ain't fucking let that. She was like, wait a minute, that's the reason I'm rocking with you.
Right.
Because of that. So you not okay. Then you find out his name all throughout the motherfucker. So she like, oh hell, I'm getting off of this.
Yeah.
She got off. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the other chick, Bondi, and the other the DHS lady, well, I forgot her name. He fired them. The Homeland Security lady.
Yeah.
And Pam Bondi, right. That's why I say I don't even understand why white women vote for Republicans.
Right.
Because they don't respect you or your thoughts or your views.
They don't.
White men do not, those type of white men. And I'm not saying all white men, but the white men we talking about, the people we talking about are white men.
Yes.
So I ain't finna go through this distinguishing this shit about who. If you ain't who I'm talking about, then don't get offended. But if you who I'm talking about, you will get offended. But I'm saying white men do not respect white women, black men, black women, anybody that does not look like them and do not have the type of clout and clientele they don't respect them.
Right.
They have a monarchy mentality to where it's if the white man don't say it, it ain't what it is. It's white man's way or it's no way. And people that follow that, and especially white women, because they didn't get their voting rights until we did.
Right. Yep.
They sat back and helped them folks destroy Civil Rights Act that benefited them. They sat back and helped the Trump party destroy the DEI, who they benefited first. They was number one beneficiary of the DEI. But they sat back and allowed that to go down just because of a color.
Right. Yeah.
It's all it is. It's racism and bigotry. Yeah. That's all it is. This country has racism and bigotry throughout its soil, His spirit is air throughout everything. And it's showing so much right now, but it's the same thing that's gonna destroy it.
Yep. And that's why I brought up the voting rights, because right now, of course.
Ryan.
What Ryan say?
Ryan say, come on, man, I'm not white.
Oh. But yeah, that's why I brought up the voting rights. You want to say something, Ryan?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Because so like for Georgia right now, we're in early voting for the midterms. Right? So it doesn't affect us right now because we had already started voting before this passed, right? So I'm just going to say what Brian Kemp said. He said that it was too late for Georgia officials to try to change the congressional districts for this year's elections. We're talking about the midterms, right? And he said because voting is already underway. But he said with the rationale in the Supreme Court's decision, it's going to require Georgia to adopt new electoral maps before the 2028 election cycle. So, y'all, this is a problem. This is why I go back to saying, you know, how Jimmy and I were always talking about, oh, please, y'all go vote. But this is really making me think twice about voting, because if you have the opportunity to make all these changes with the maps, right? And we already know what that's about. It's going to fall towards Republicans, period. It's going to definitely get in who they want, right? If they're going to do that, then what's going to be the point of us voting? We already are trying to figure out everything now because me, you know, like a discussion me and Jimmy had, what is it doing for us anyway? We vote for Democrats. What have the Democrats done for us as Black people specifically when they get into office? Because we go out and we vote. They tell us, get out there and vote, get out there and vote. We go out there in big numbers. We vote for Democrats. Now, whether a Democrat makes it into the office or not, what has anybody ever done, Republican or Democrats, that make us want to go out in droves to vote for them? I mean, can you think of anything, Jay?
I'm gonna say that I can't say anything like for us.
For us, period. For Black people,
just for
like
us. No.
Yeah, like they come in and they say, "Look, for you African Americans,
no,
this is what we have in place for you. If I get into office, this is what I'm going to do for you." Have we ever heard that?
No,
never. So now we're talking about this. They demolished the voters' rights, right? They're going to phase us out of voting because that's all this is. It's phasing us out of voting. So at that point, why would we vote? I know y'all probably thinking this is a huge change from just a few weeks ago. But this is a huge change, period, y'all. This is really something we have to discuss, because I really want to know, and Jim, you tell me, why are we voting in the first place? So are we voting because we feel like we need to be equal to everybody? Are we voting because of all the blood, sweat, and tears you know, our Black people put in to get us the right to vote in the first place? Are we manipulated in some type of way? Are we conditioned to vote? Do we just feel like this is something we have to do, really thinking that this makes a difference? Like what do you think is the reason why we vote, period?
I think all of that. I mean,
all of it.
I think, you know,
all of it combined.
The whole reason why I voted is all of that and combined. You know, I felt like, you know, my ancestors, they died for this right. A lot of them died for us to have that right to go vote. They felt like voting would be a thing for us to kind of control our own destiny. You know what I'm saying? And to be able to have a say so in, you know, our own lives.
Okay.
And I could see why they felt like that.
Mm-hmm.
Coming from, where the era they come from. We didn't come from that. You know what I'm saying? We was when we was born, we had voting rights.
Yeah, everybody had voting rights, no matter what color you were.
Right. We was free.
Yeah. Yeah.
We wasn't slaves.
Right.
You know I'm saying? We wasn't, told what to do so much of like they were.
Yeah.
So that seemed like a win.
Okay.
A win-win for them in that time.
Do you remember your parents voting?
Yeah.
Growing up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember them. I remember a lot of stories. You know what I'm saying? My parents was, even though I never had grandparents, my parents was older when they had me, so it's almost like I had two in one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they talked to me a lot.
Okay.
We had a lot of conversations, especially my dad. My dad being a Vietnam veteran.
Okay. He talked to you about voting?
He talked to me about a lot. I mean, voting.
Okay.
He talked to me about when he went in the military. He talked to me how it was in Vietnam when they was over there, when they came back. I mean, I got a lot of insight from him. From that, I got a lot of insight from my mom. My mom growing up around here in Alabama.
Okay.
As a young girl, in the South, her time was tough. Then, some of the things she's telling me about how her mom used to tell her growing up in the same area, how it was tough. So it appeared to be on the surface getting better for Black people.
Okay.
Since the voting rights, we was able to purchase homes. We can go into the stores, try on our clothes, just the little stuff. A lot of people we take for granted because it's always been there for us. But it was a time where they used to have to get a piece of paper and draw an outline of their foot. And when they go buy shoes, they would have to get that paper to the person who owned the store. So that person would take the paper and match a shoe up to it. They couldn't try on those shoes.
Okay.
Once you touch anything, then you had to buy it.
You had to buy it. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So I remember those stories my mama telling me. My mama went through that. You see what I'm saying? As a girl, she went through that. You know what I'm saying? So I can't imagine what my grandmama went through as a girl if my mama went through that. You said, so we came along, we didn't have to go through that. We could try on our shoes and shirts and clothes, go into the dressing room and do just little stuff like that. I remember my daddy telling me things like they couldn't even drink Coca-Cola. They couldn't buy Coca-Colas. It was against the law for Black people to buy Coca-Colas. They had to buy RCs or Pepsi. You see? So it was just things like that I did get a chance to hear about from my parents.
Right.
Not my grandparents. My parents. So that ain't been long ago.
Yeah, that's not long ago. And I have not, you're talking about this, but I have not heard any stories like that from my parents. My grandmother worked for a white family where she, helped raise their kids. My grandfather worked for a major entertainment place here in Georgia for years and years and years and years. She was friends with them, and they're a huge name, huge, rich, wealthy family name. So that's how my mom grew up pretty decent. My granddad built their house. They had 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. They had a huge garden where they grew all their, food, all their, vegetables, fruits and vegetables.
Right.
My granddad had a little house where he would slaughter pigs and things of that nature. So they had land. My grandfather died with some more land he had in Harris County, which was turned over to the grandkids. So that was my mom growing up, my dad growing up. And just again, just talking about all this, my parents never talked to us about voting or anything like that. But my granddad, it was 8 of them, 8 brothers and sisters growing up. It was just my grandmother and her mother that raised them, and they didn't have anything. At one point they had a house where they just had an outhouse. Part of their house didn't have a wall. My dad grew up, on different side of everything.
Right.
But the funny thing about him and his family, his sisters and brothers that are still alive now, they never let that hurt them at all. My dad went into the military, had an uncle that went to work for a huge soft drink company for years. Had another uncle working in huge alcohol business for years. So they end up all really doing well for themselves. So, but now if you talk to them, like they still love each other. They all very close. And just that's where we go to have fun right there. That's the fun uncles and aunts and all that. But so my mom and my dad kind of grew up, pretty different. But just with me and my brother, like we never had those types of conversations with them. Everything that I began to do, I learned on my own. I figured out on my own. Now, not saying they did anything wrong,
right?
But sometimes that's just it's just a circle. That's just how things go. It's a vicious circle. Sometimes, if it wasn't taught to them, they don't know how to tell it to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
and then a lot of times you try to, you're trying to shield your kids from certain things you don't want to put in their spirit. You know what I'm saying? I guess like I say, me being the baby of the family, and then they was older when I came along, so I was at home with them a lot.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I used to hear a lot. Why they probably were talking to each other, and I'm just
and then you hear everything. Eavesdropping, you gonna be somewhere else.
Yeah, so I'm hearing a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I always kind of was wise beyond my years.
Yeah,
because of that, because of my parents. Just being around grown folk conversation a lot. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't around like a lot of kid stuff, like some of the cartoons I hear people talking about. Like, I ain't even really watch cartoons. They're like, what?
Right.
No, I really didn't.
And that I definitely did.
I didn't. I really didn't watch cartoons. So I was pretty much out there.
Yeah. Yep.
Just doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
like I say, man, that those things happened not too long ago.
Yeah.
And here we are in 2026. And look at what's going on now.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, the truth be told, we are under a white supremacist president as well as a white supremacist party. This is a white lash from the fact that Obama won. Period. This is what it's from. And the fact that they just don't want to be fair.
Yeah.
It's like they don't want a fair and equal playing field. They just not, they can't do it. It's not even in their DNA to be that way. It's like they're not gonna allow that. You know what I'm saying? And they have the backing right now to do it. And it's like you say, what can you do? Why? Yeah. Will your vote really matter now?
Will it really?
When you have even if the Democrats, just say the Democrats, just say this go this way. And it's live and it's gonna be recorded, so you can go back and look at it after November or next year this time. If the Democrats win back the House, and just say miraculously they get the Senate.
Okay.
We know they're gonna impeach Trump.
Right.
But he's not gonna be removed from office.
Right.
Because you still have to go through the Supreme Court, who has given him complete immunity from any criminal charges being brought against him while he's the president. And for anything that he does now as president, he's immune for it. Like he said, he could send, this was one of the arguments during the trial to give him immunity.
Right.
If he decides to send the special op team into his political opponent's house and kill him or her. Nothing can be done. No charges. He can do that. They actually gave him that authority. So now we at a point to where will your vote matter at this point with that kind of backing,
right,
that this man has?
Yeah.
Would the Democrats had the president, the House, and the Senate, they couldn't stop him.
Right.
So now you would never get the Supreme Court.
It's not going to happen.
You'll never get the Supreme Court.
It's not going to happen.
You had an opportunity to pack the court. See, you had an opportunity to put a justice in.
Yep.
Before Trump did.
Right.
But you let the Republican manipulate you out of it. So, it's not fair to put a justice in, and it's almost time for election. Wait till this and that. But Trump didn't give a shit. He put 2 of them in.
Right.
The Democrats are political. Trump has taken politics to another level. It's still politics.
Right.
Because they still full of shit. They still lie. They still look you in your eye and tell you a bold-faced ass lie, and then go over here to some other people and tell them something totally against what they told you.
Right.
They all do that.
They're trying to get everybody's vote.
They all do that. Right. They don't give a shit.
You whatever.
They just want your vote.
They just want your vote.
So even with that being said and done, what will the Democrats do this time with power? With a little power.
Yep.
Because it's very, very slim chance to none that they will actually get a majority of the Senate, because they have to have a 60 vote in the Senate to remove it. It got to be 60 to be able to remove him from office after he's impeached in the House. Right. So you got to have 60 to 40 vote to be able to remove him from office. Okay, just say they even get that.
Okay,
just say they get it. He gonna appeal it.
Yeah.
To who?
To the Supreme Court. I mean, it's gonna be a conflict of interest. So either way.
So it's almost like, okay, this system, because he's using this, because he has not installed a system. Trump is actually using the same system that's been in place.
Absolutely.
The same judges that been in place. I know he installed a lot of judges during his first time. Right. I think it was like over 200 and something judges he installed over his first 4 years. I think they said Obama did 200 and something in 8 years. Trump did twice as many as he. Yeah. And everybody knew it. That when he was doing all that shit, talking all that crazy shit, got all the media, they just following squirrel. Every time he do some stupid shit, they right there. But behind the scenes, he just stacking this shit up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He just doing what he do so he can be here where he at today.
Yep.
And now they shook. So it's like, what can you do? What will your vote really do at this point?
What will
especially what went on this week? The Supreme Court gave him the right to say, you can vote, Black people, you can vote as long as you vote for a Republican.
Yep. That's all they're saying.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
You can go vote. That's as long as you vote for a Republican, though, you can vote. But if you ain't gonna vote for a Republican, you ain't gonna be able to vote.
Yeah, your vote really is not. We telling y'all your vote is not gonna matter.
It ain't gonna do it.
And there's nothing anyone can do about it. But that's the whole point. They can't fight it. They can change the map however they want to, and nobody's gonna argue it. That's all the voting rights did. It kept them from doing that.
Javar, what it did, big dog? He said them folks are on the same team. It's a script just to distract. That's all right.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Javar. And that's what we're saying with us as Black people. As much as they try to get out there to vote, try to make us think that our vote counts, they're showing us right now that they're going to make sure it doesn't. No matter what y'all think, we just stop y'all from voting, period. I mean, well, not really voting, period, because they are allowing you to vote, just like Jay said, but vote for Republicans. So because you voting for who you want is not going to matter.
So you said you I don't know if you said it already, because I've been doing other stuff while you talking. I'm still listening.
Yeah.
But I know you said earlier you had said you voted earlier, and then on the ballots.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Let them know.
Yes. So, okay. So,
know.
all of us people here in Georgia, if you have not voted yet, because we've already started the early voting in Georgia for the midterms. So, if you have not voted yet, before you vote, make sure you know who you're voting for, because they have taken the parties off the ballot. So we no longer can see who is a Democrat and who is a Republican. So this has caused a lot of confusion with people, but this is not in the news. And if it is, it's not out there enough for a lot of people to know, because I just ran into a couple today that was voting, and I asked them, did they know that? And they did not. So they didn't even vote today. And if they did vote, they were going to go and get like a little cheat sheet to make sure they're voting for the right person. So you can't, remember, y'all can't have your phones out. So it was a lot of people that tried to pull their phones out when they first got there to vote, not realizing the parties weren't going to be on the ballot. So they were taking their phones out and being told you cannot have your phone out.
Right.
So now they are saying that you can have a little cheat sheet. You can write it down on a piece of paper and bring in the piece of paper. But if you all do not know, for the state of Georgia, there are no parties on the ballot. So please make sure you know who you're voting for. That's my thing, because I didn't. When I went to vote, a lot of those names I did not know, because normally that's what we're used to. We're used to going in knowing, well, at least I know I'm going to vote for a Democrat. You go in there, right. You vote for all the Democrats. That's what you do.
You see a D on it.
Yeah, now you can't do that unless you know that person that's on the ballot is a Democrat. You have to know yourself. So this caused a lot of confusion during the earlier parts of the voting when they first started end of April. So just letting y'all know if y'all don't know. And Javar said every time we try and remove ourselves and create an independent party or build, they do everything they can to dismantle it. Exactly, Javar, and they're going to do the same thing if it happens next time, if it happens again. Ryan said sneaky, keeping stuff out the news for voters. Oh, absolutely. They're not making that as a big of a deal as they should. That is a big deal. Do y'all realize how much of a big deal that is?
That's made.
Because you're going to vote. If you don't know who's a Democrat or Republican, you're going to choose a Republican. And you don't even know what you're doing. Only because you don't know who's who. It's going to happen.
And the thing about it, and a lot of people, man, especially if you on here, you're a Republican voter. You got to think about, man, if they have not given you guys anything for your vote,
nothing.
Especially if you're not in the top 1% and you wealthy.
That's right.
The people that got, make over $1 million a year and stuff like that, they got the tax break. But if you're not in that bracket,
you're not in that little, that
you've
bracket,
got nothing.
Circle.
You've got nothing for your vote.
Nothing.
You see what I'm saying? And that should mean something.
Right.
That should make you feel some kind of way. It's almost like, you go to work, you work your ass off, and you get no check. Would you continue to go back to work? No, nobody would.
No.
Nobody would. So, and most of the time, especially if you live in a hillbilly ass state like me, which is Alabama,
right,
where you can only vote on voting day, and you got to stand in a line for hours if you don't get there early enough, for hours to vote for it to mean nothing.
I'm telling you.
For it to mean nothing. I think Ryan said earlier in his comment, he said his parents didn't vote because they said their life was going to be the same no matter who was the president. And like I say, I know a lot of people, especially black men,
that think like
that say the same thing.
Absolutely.
And
I know some people that think that way too.
Yeah. I mean,
men and women.
When you look at it on the whole,
when
we talked about earlier, what are you getting out of it? What are you getting out of it? Do we get
nothing?
do we get anything? You know what I'm saying, for us?
Mm-hmm.
Look at how the Democrats did us.
Right.
Okay. We voted for Democrat. I know I did. I voted Democrat all the way down the board.
So did I.
Joe Biden won, and I felt like, oh my God, thank God.
Yes, yay! Look, we celebrating just like they doing on TV. Like, oh my God, yay!
Thank God
yay.
Trump did win.
My vote mattered. My vote counted.
Baby, we finna make a difference, baby.
Yep.
And they did. They allowed a lot of immigrants to come in here and take jobs from black people. Trump said it, but how he said it, it pissed off a lot of people.
Right.
And who he is to say it.
Right.
Like, who the fuck are you to say it?
Who are you?
He did not lie when he said that. That's exactly what they allowed. Not only did they take away jobs, they took away resources.
Right.
They took away resources. They was giving money, grants, all kind of things to start businesses, to buy houses. They was able to do all of that. Immigrants.
That's right.
They did that for them. That was strictly for them.
Yep.
But the question goes back to, what have the Democrats done strictly for black people?
For black people. I'm telling y'all nothing. Javars is saying it just shows us that voting doesn't matter without right out saying it. In reality, who can prove or show what party, what party receives the votes? There's no way to prove it. You're right. They can tell us anything. Ryan said, I grew up in Baltimore with black folks. Was only white boy. I used to get beat up. I've been through it. Yeah, I get that, Ryan.
Yeah, that's an individual thing, though.
Yeah.
Right. But we talking about as on the whole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With a system.
Yep.
You ain't never been beat up by a system.
That's what we getting.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what we get.
I get that part. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that I ain't saying that, hey man, I don't feel for you, nothing like that.
Yeah.
But that's an individual basis. And you know, it's unfortunate for you.
Yep.
But when you talking from this color, this skin, this seat, these shoes, it's totally different from what you're talking about.
That's right.
Because you got a whole system that has been in place that's against you.
Yeah, whole system that's against
the system. Not just your neighbor.
Right.
Not just somebody around the corner.
That's right.
But we talking about the entire government system.
That's right.
That prevents you from coming up. And yet still we're able to come up.
Yep.
So why do you feel that they doing what they know exactly what they doing?
They do.
And they doing it out of not only fear but greed.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of it's out of greed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Javars is asking Ryan something. He said, Ryan.
Oh shoot. Damn. Oh, sorry, y'all. I think that
was
loud.
I thought somebody had to ran the side of the building. I was like, God damn.
Let me move that over there.
So Javars are asking you, Ryan, are you saying you got beat up for being white? Right, that is a good question.
Yeah, true.
So you say Ryan say the system beating them up now. Is it the system or is it consequences?
Right.
Because sometimes we can blame the system
Ryan.
And it's bad choices.
Right.
It could be choices.
For us, yeah, right. Not to discredit anything you saying, but for us as black people, we've been beaten by the system so many times. We don't even know what to do. And it's a lot of things we can't do. It's just stuff we cannot do. That's it.
Javar just said the same thing you almost said.
Oh, what is it saying?
Pretty much. Because black people have been historically known and shown to be the most accepting group of people amongst all ethnics.
That's true.
Almost to our own
detriment. Yeah. Absolutely. We kind of talked about that, I believe, a little bit, Jay, before. We are the most hated group.
Yeah, we are hated. I think a lot of it is envy too, though.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
I think it's envy.
I think a lot of it is fear. Okay. I think fear, because fear kind of goes into that. I mean, and it's like almost like you ever. I mean, I know one night I was riding. I remember when the Super C used to be right there. The Super C used to be on Ildridge Road back in the day. They were back in the day.
Oh,
so right there, you know where Ildridge Road at? Right there with Carver.
Okay,
Carver. You know, and then you got the little crisscross and railroad tracks right there.
Okay.
And over to the right used to be a gas station called the Super C.
Okay.
Everybody used to hang out there. I mean, it was like a little trap, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So one night I'm riding through and I see these two dudes fighting, right? And the other dude was really, the bigger dude was really getting his ass dealt with. The other dude was putting it on him. Pop, pop, pop. So the big dude grabbed him. So when he grabbed him, he just laid on him. So he wouldn't move. And the dude was like, let me up, let me up. He was like, nah, hell no, you ain't getting up. Because I know if I let you up, you're going to whip my ass.
I know what's going to happen, right?
So that analogy is how white people do us.
Yeah.
They hold us down. Because if they let us up.
Yeah, no, we can't let you up. Because if we do,
we're going to whoop your ass.
Absolutely.
And I'm not talking about in a fight.
Right.
I'm talking about in life.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? Because we survivors.
Absolutely.
We know how to survive with nothing.
Yeah.
They've never had nothing. You see what I'm saying? They've always taken what they wanted. They let you build it and they take it.
They come and take it.
But they talk about how right now United States took billions of dollars from Iran. They took it. They took it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how they do that to a lot of countries, small countries, they take their money, they seize it, what they call it, seize. They seize money.
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah.
Right. They seize the Russian oligarch ships, boats, yachts.
Right.
When they was invading Iran. Biden seized their shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He took it. The United States, that's what they do. That's the mentality. When I hear people say this country wasn't built off of that kind, what the fuck was I at? What history? Where you get your history?
Where you get that history? Right.
This country was definitely built off of taking, murdering, genocide, slavery. That's what it was built off of. That's the bread and that's the blood. That's the root to this country.
Right.
That is it.
That's right.
And what this country doing now is nothing it ain't never done.
That's right.
This ain't nothing new.
Nothing new. That's right.
Why are you surprised? You thought it was gonna get better because we had a half black president? No, it's not. It's not gonna get better until it's destroyed and rebuilt again.
Yep. And once they destroy it, Black people really need to start thinking twice about everything we doing right now, because if we keep falling in line, Mario, if we keep falling in line, we already know what that means. It doesn't mean anything for us. It doesn't mean anything.
So this.
Go ahead.
Go. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was really thinking that. I said it.
Oh, okay.
But I'm
right.
That's why I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's all
but
right.
I was really trying to think that, but it came out.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. But we have to figure something out. And I really want to go into a little bit of a conversation you and I had too, Jay, about how I want you to get into it just a little bit.
Okay, let's get these comments in.
Okay, go ahead with the comments, then we'll start back.
Okay, so Ryan said, I grew up poor with nothing, then grew up rich. I can always go back to being poor. You can't go back to being rich. Okay. So Jabbar said, that's a lie. Any white boy or girl, predominantly black ghetto, is always accepted and treated like unspoken honorary members of the hood. Even more at that point, if you get the scene messing with a white person, you're liable to run down or check for messing with them, right? You know. And then Mario says, we can put that on whole race. It's not black and white. Well, I could, Mario, I used to say that, because it's so much be going on, right? in the media. Trump makes sure he throw all kind of fucking shit all over the place. That's his gift. Mm-hmm. He know how to just throw stuff all over to where so much going on, you don't know what to focus on.
Nope.
You see what I'm saying? And I used to think that, it wasn't about black or white.
Yeah.
And it was just about good and bad, which it is. Mm-hmm. It is that. Because racism is not so much about black and white. It is about good and evil.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And it is that. You know what I'm saying? But it's almost to the point where when you go and look at what the Trump administration have done this time with the firing of all the black leaders in the government.
Yeah.
He came in to fire all the black people.
Yep.
The general in the army.
Yep.
The Navy. All of the black people that he fired. Just because they black. They ain't do shit wrong.
Right.
But just being born black in his eyes.
Right.
So I get it when you want to say it's not about black and white, you know what I'm saying? And this, that, and the third. I get that part, and I won't say you wrong for that.
Yeah.
But I will still say that it is to them.
Yeah.
It is to them. And when I say them, I'm talking about the supporting cast. Trump would not be able to do what he do if he didn't have a supporting cast.
Right.
And what gave him that cast was that racial appetite.
Absolutely.
That racist appetite.
Absolutely.
That bigot.
As soon as he said, "Make America great again," we already knew what that meant.
He has fired white too, but he's fired white people for being disobedient to him.
Absolutely.
He's fired white people for being insubordinate to him, for not being on his team, for not being, for backing him.
They're not backing him.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I get that part. I get what you're saying, bro. I ain't saying you're wrong.
Yeah, we definitely know you're right. He did fire white people too, but not for the same reason they're firing black people.
And he indicting white people. I get it. It's really to the point where he is going for people that that's coming after him. That does not like. I think if we was on a platform where he would see this shit, we'd probably be
it'd be after us too.
We'd probably be fucking indicted in the morning. But thank God we only
got out the window for us.
We only got about 5 or 6 people watching, so we safe.
Yeah.
but you're right. I mean, you are right. You know what I'm saying? But I just can't help but always see, you know what I'm saying, that it's the black in it too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're not gonna come at us head on, just like they're not going at China head on.
Right.
But they are going at China.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? China knows that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're not coming at us head on at the moment.
Yeah.
But it is about us. Because I really feel like if Obama would have never won, Trump would have never been able
He never would have been,
nobody would have voted for him.
That's true.
Nobody would have ever voted for him because he wouldn't have been able to build that platform like
Absolutely.
that. Because no other president or candidate was bold enough to throw the race card around like that.
Right.
Like he did. And he did that. He threw a race card around a lot. And he's still doing it. He just slick about it. He's a con artist. So he ain't coming strictly at you like that. But he's still doing it.
You can start with Ryan. Ryan said, first he said it's not race. We're just people, are humans, don't matter what color. You cool if you're not, you're not. Javar said everything is black and white, apples and oranges. That's basic nature. Lions don't hang with zebras, and elephants don't kick it with gorillas. We can coexist and come together to build, but integration is more harmful than helpful.
I agree.
Absolutely. I agree with that. I agree with that, Javars. And Ryan said, I hang out with who's ever cool with me. Tigers, zebras. If that's cool, I'll hang out.
Right. I mean, we get you, right?
Yeah, we do that. We get that.
We just wish a lot of your ancestors and people that, look like you will feel the same way. But they don't, you know what I'm saying? And that's the hard reality and what we live with and what we deal with living in this country.
Yeah.
And it's not like, nobody complaining or anything. We just speaking the facts.
Right.
We just speaking from our point of view and how we live.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And a lot, I'm gonna say this. It has always been a lot of white people has always come to our side, to our aid, to help us.
Yeah.
And I can't say that about a lot of immigrant groups. I've never seen Latins, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, I've never seen them come to our aid. I've never seen, not saying that it never happened.
Right.
And maybe somebody can tell me a time that it did, but I've just never seen that come. I've never seen them come to our aid and help us out with anything that we've gone through, any rallies or anything like that. And I believe that a lot of black people see that too, because you don't see a lot of black people helping going out marching for the what they call the ISIS thing, right?
Yeah, we haven't been doing that
because a lot of them helped voted and put this guy in there. You know what I'm saying? So
it
is what it is. But it's the thing about it, man. When we talking about these things, it's not a personal attack if you're not the type of person that we're talking about.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? These are facts that we're talking about. These are actual things and situation that is actually going on right now today. So it's not a personal attack.
Yeah,
it's just a fact that what we feeling, what we have been dealing with since we've been born. You see what I'm saying? You spoke on your situation and growing up in the all black neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? You had to go through that, and I would say we sorry that you had to go through that. But as a whole, as a group, as a whole entire race,
you're talking about Ryan,
right?
What he went through.
We're just talking about whoever that's want to feel like they want to personalize what we're saying and make it feel like I had to go through this, I had to go through that, I had to go through this. So what you talking about?
Yeah,
we're talking about an entire government. We're talking about history.
Yes,
we're talking about history, who is trying to turn back the hands of time as we speak.
And they are doing that. Y'all got to think about that. If they're demolishing the Voting Rights Act, that's taking us back. Like that's
not even that. Because listen, we did better before we was able to vote.
We
vote. Listen, the votes don't mean shit.
They don't.
Okay, we don't.
That's why we're discussing it.
Right. We don't need to vote.
Right.
We just need to unite.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? We don't need to vote.
Yep.
All black people. We need to do is unite, because we were doing better before we
were all separate.
Before 65.
And I was gonna I'm sorry.
We had our own businesses, we had our own Wall Street, we had our own economic system.
That's what I wanted.
We had our own communities.
Yeah.
We had all of that before we integrated.
Yeah.
Once we integrated, we went into their system, their stores, their schools, their hospitals. We came into their things.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So we gave up our ownership to be accepted by the group that never wanted shit to do with us.
In the first place, they didn't.
We didn't never have a problem with them.
Right. They had the problem
with us. They the one had the problem with us.
And was that you? I think that was you and me, and you were having that conversation.
I got a little crunk on that.
Yeah. When I was saying,
when you passionate on that.
Yeah, you said something about how blacks and whites aren't supposed to be together anyway.
I don't think we do.
Yeah.
I think we should be in our own community. We can deal with each other, but I don't think we need to be governed and educated and spiritually fed by each other. I think we should have our own. Everybody else does. The Latinos have their own.
They do.
The Asians have their own.
Even the Jews have their own.
They have their own.
Yeah.
We don't have our own. We have to share everything with them.
Everything we have to share. And, another part of it that you brought up on one of our conversations, they decided to allow us to come in with them so they can monetize off of us. So, and I think about that because I was listening to something else. I think it was President Roosevelt that was having a conversation or doing an interview with somebody. I was on TikTok, and he was pretty much saying stuff like sports. Like we have to bring black people, African Americans, niggas into sports, because what would sports be without them? What would sports be without us?
We got some going on in the comment.
Uh-oh.
So we're gonna go to comment. Mara said, let's be honest. We put the wrong person against him, not chosen by the people, but by the party. That's why he's in office.
No, he stole the election for real. But we'll get into that another time.
I think that I could they say, like Frankie say, two things can be true.
Yeah, two things can be true. That's right. Two things can be true.
That I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that. I mean,
I can see it too. I mean, I get it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I didn't like Kamala. I didn't
think she was the right person.
I didn't like her when she was picked for vice president.
Right. Yeah, me either.
I mean, me either. I mean, truth be told, but I voted for her.
Right.
Because when it come down to Kamala and the white supremacists,
right,
I'm going with Kamala. If it could have been goddamn old dirty bastard and Trump.
we definitely would have voted.
Right. I won't give a damn. Could have
been there. We mentioned something about Don Lemon earlier. It could have
been Don Lemon. It could have been Don Lemon and his boyfriend.
Okay. he would have been the first man in office. You got the president and then the first, usually the first lady.
Right.
It would have been the first man in office because that's who we would have voted for.
That's right. Absolutely. I mean, I get it though. I felt the same way you did, Mario. I did. I felt like they had the wrong person in that period. Kamala was just trying to be too political. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that. She didn't show that she was a strong woman.
Yeah. I don't think she touched enough on Trump. I mean, I think she should have, focused a little more on Trump and the stuff that he was doing and the, stuff that he was planning on doing,
She wasn't going to
with Project 2025. I still don't think she would have.
No, she wasn't. She wasn't going to win.
Yeah.
No, she wasn't. I mean, she just didn't have, she didn't have what people want to see out of a president. Right. And that's that firmness.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
even with that, she got a lot of votes now. There's a lot of people came out for her, even though
she did.
Ended up not winning.
She got really a lot.
She had a lot of people backing her.
She had a lot of support.
Yeah,
she had a lot of Republicans supporting her, and it was surprising to me that she didn't win.
Yeah, me too.
But
me too. I'm still stuck on.
You think they stole it?
They stole them still.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I
think that
at this point,
I think that got him a lot of the numbers that he told y'all.
Right.
He told y'all he had more than enough numbers. You didn't even have to go out to vote. He told y'all that when he was campaigning. So that's what I'm gonna go. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Like I say, at this point, it's like what he hasn't done.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
So
you're right. What has he not done? He's done everything else. And one good point that I always hear you say is
was in the house.
Nobody else is challenging the Constitution like he is.
Well, I don't even challenging it. Shit, he trampling over. He
just took it and burned that thing on up. Like he looked at it like, this is the Constitution. Okay, no.
Right.
They put it in the trash can because he's not. It's like it don't exist.
Well, like you say, we have never seen a president with this much power. You know what I'm saying? Everything has to go through Congress. But when you got a Congress that's pussies.
Yeah.
I know the word to say it. They just they pussies. Yeah. I
hate watching them. I hate watching them.
What you say?
Because like you said, it's like just the same thing. Everybody has a script.
Right.
They say the exact same thing. Like I just can't believe people are that just oblivious. Like, I mean, you're really okay with all this stuff that's going on. Like you're really trying to say he's doing nothing wrong. I don't understand that. I just don't understand that. So I can't stand watching them. I can't stand watching them. It pisses me off.
Well, I feel the same way. I can't stand. I really, to the point, man, I don't even like to hear the Democrats.
Javar said he's running the country like a trap house.
He damn sure is.
Right.
I really want to talk about the situation that I sent you the video. If you got it, do you got it? The video of the little young white boy who was on CNN.
Oh, yes. Oh, he turned.
I really want to get on that for a minute before we get out that. If you can pull it up, I can't even find it. If you could just pull up and kind of play some of the audio. We're gonna just play the audio. Y'all, you don't really the video.
So where he's just talking, or the one where he was showing?
No, where he's talking to the CNN guy. What's his name? I think I had a brain freeze.
Yeah, let me see. So this one isn't it. Hold on. Well, he has a few.
Yeah, he's the 23-year-old guy. I can't remember his name, but he had got into it with one of the CNN co-hosts. He's a Republican advocate. The young man, he's more of a Democratic advocate, but he's a realist. He's young, so he has a lot of energy and he's very intelligent. So he came to the debate very prepared and got old boy. He was pissed. He almost swung on him.
Hold on, I think this is it. MAGA can't handle the truth. I think this is it. Hold on, let me see. So he's going to talk a little bit about this, and he even had Geraldo mad at him at one point.
We sent too many videos.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna have to find. This might be it right here.
This is it right here.
You got it. Oh, okay. I think I had found it, but yeah, we'll play it.
Scott Jennings. So Piers Morgan had
Jennings,
Geraldo and I on to talk this through and talk about the viral moment. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you watch until the end. I will be on CNN Newsnight tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern. So check it out, and thank you.
Let me bring in Adam Mockler. Welcome to Uncensored, Adam. You've obviously hit the headlines in the last few days. For those who haven't seen it, I think it's up there with my Russell Brand clip as the two most memed and republished clips of the week. So let's take a look at your one. This is you with Scott Jennings at CNN.
I mean, honestly, they have been at war with us for 47
years. We all know that Scott Jennings is more than happy to defend a war with a country that starts with the letters IRA that we are currently failing, that is going to put us trillions and trillions of dollars more in debt. I was only a few years old while you were in the administration defending prior endless wars. Now this war is failing.
8 weeks is endless to you?
Okay, you said it was going to be 4 to 6 weeks.
You have the attention span of a gnat?
Homie, I debated you on TV 4 to 6 weeks ago, and you said we were weeks away from it. Now you're making condescending remarks because you can't defend the fact that this war is not going your way. Wait, one more time.
Not going your way.
One political concession. Name one political concession.
Honestly, I'm not.
Anyway, Scott Jennings got pissed at the young man because he was making a point. And I just wish that more other Democrats would be more aggressive like this guy was. I think his name Adam Mockler or something like that. He a 23-year-old guy, but he is real. He is to the point where I can listen to him because he's keeping it real and he's not allowing them to stick to the script. Because all the Republicans, they have a script. They sticking to the script. They saying whatever they got to say, and it's all in the scripts. What it do, Otis? Otis say we should vote based on what lives, dog bites, death, bloodshed, and every other preventing that took place. All right. And yeah. Okay, yeah, so you love that release, yeah. And Javar said that dude always give it to him on CNN. Yeah, man. I mean, he laid into Scott Jennings. Scott Jennings got pissed to where he tried to start a fight, talking about the man had his hand in his face. But it's like, bro, it might have felt like his hand was in the face because he was reading your ass and telling you that you full of shit.
Sitting right next to him.
But it's like, you full of shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
Just answer the question.
Stop with the theatric shit.
Yeah.
With all the line and all the script that they sticking to, and they just like the Democrats can't do that.
They cannot.
They just can't do that, man. That's why it's like I really just lost faith in them, man.
Me too.
To the point where it's like y'all just sitting on your hands, and it's almost like, are y'all really part of this? Is you really trying to make it seem like you're trying to stop the shit, but you're really
not.
You really on it. You really on it. So
you on the same script,
right? You just
as they are.
You just doing it different. Because I really don't think that it's gonna be a fair election.
It's not
through this midterm. Trump is gonna intimidate, especially in these red states, especially in these districts that are predominantly black that they did the gerrymandering in. They're gonna intimidate, send ISIS out. To scare, especially the Latin people, because he know They not voting for his ass this time.
They definitely are not. Might as well lock them up.
Right. So they're gonna have ICE out to keep them at the house, which that's gonna work because they've seen how that can turn out for them.
That's right.
So I mean, it's not gonna be fair. So whatever gonna happen, I think it's gonna happen no matter how much y'all turn out and drove. I really think it's just time. It's just that time for this country to be judged for the sins that they have committed and they have not paid for. They haven't even apologized. They haven't apologized for what they've done to our people. Yeah. I'm not gonna get past that. So you can come on here and say some bullshit about get over it. No, I'm not. I'm fucking not. So save your breath, save your fingers typing that shit in because it ain't gonna happen. I'm not gonna get over the fact that our people have been oppressed from day one and still oppressed. We just comfortable now in our oppression because we got something.
Yep.
We feel like we winning.
Yep.
We can take trips. We can sit in the front of the bus. We can go into these fine restaurants with these people and eat with them.
Yep.
So we feel we won.
That's right.
But what economical system do we have? We don't even own our communities.
Mm-mm.
When you go into an all-black community, it's a fucking Arab or whatever at the store who running the store.
That's right.
The liquor store. Who own it?
Mm-hmm. They're monetizing off of us. That's the only reason why some things they don't do to us. Because they monetize on us. We're the ones that spend all the money. We spend all kind of money we don't really have.
Let's say, well, we shouldn't vote until or unless they give us what we asked for. Hold a vote for ransom at that point. That's why I'm leaning to, big homie.
Right. We have to all do it. We have to all. We have to
unite.
Come out in droves for that.
But I'm gonna tell you something straight up. This is real talk.
Yeah.
If we don't unite now, we will later.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. We're not gonna have a choice.
It's gonna get so bad.
Yeah,
that we're not gonna have a choice.
That's right.
So I mean, we could do it now, or we can do it later. But at some point, it's gonna happen, and it's got to happen because it's not gonna get no better for us.
Yep. It's not at all.
It's not gonna get any better for us as long as we keep line dancing and. All this fucking shit we doing, we can unite for a cookout.
Yep, that's it.
We can unite for a concert.
Yeah,
a party where they got these trail rides,
right?
All that shit we can do.
But we
all that shit.
We unite for votes for Democrats when the celebrities come and tell us, look, y'all come out and vote. When all the celebrities, when Denzel, somebody like that tells us to come out and vote, make sure you voting. When the Cardi B come out and tell us to vote. Jay-Z or somebody, Beyonce, whoever come out and tell us to vote, we'll go out in droves and we'll vote for who they tell us to vote for. You know what I mean?
That right, Otis. Let's say, vote 47 and hurt the Democrat Party, right?
Right.
Because we didn't have a lot. And then a lot of us did vote for Trump.
Right.
Because I know a lot of black people, a lot of black men. Trump. I ain't gonna say a lot. They say it was like 9%.
It was
still a lot.
It was enough. That's too much.
Shit, one.
Yeah, exactly. That's too many.
But yeah.
So
we definitely at some point we gonna have to really just get in tune to this just economic thing. You know what I'm saying? To where, like our ancestors was in 1944 when they had the Black Wall Street.
Mm-hmm.
That took some unity.
Yeah, absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? And nowadays we just can't unite. We just can't. Everybody for themselves, man. We can't even get along with each other.
We cannot.
For simple shit.
We cannot.
You know what I'm saying?
We try to bring each other down in just the work system where we work at. We don't want to see anybody do better than us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like you said, a white person, they'll bring them on up there, hire them over a black person in a minute for the same job. The black person been working there for 20 years.
Yeah.
They unite for almost everything. And we don't. We look down on each other. We don't want anybody to do better than us. We get envious. We get jealous of each other. Like, we got to stop doing that.
I feel you, Javar. You're right. So you say Fort Mix, we predominantly black suburb. That's why it's nothing out here. We go down to Somerville Road by the Publix or out there by the new VA clinic to Green Island Hills and whatever it's called.
Yep.
You can see the difference.
Absolutely.
Right.
You can.
Right. We said wish you could play that song Midterm by Jack Nation on air. That song hits home. Okay. What song is that? Oh, Crabs in the Bucket. Okay.
Right.
I guess that's it.
Yeah, Ryan was saying something about his son got trespassed from Russell County.
Where that's at?
It's up a little further. That's why Javaris is coming in saying, "What did your son do?"
Where yet? I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's up a little. Yeah, it's up a little further.
He said.
Ryan was saying his son got trespassed from Russell County.
Oh, he got trespassed.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said he can't go back to the school at all.
Oh damn!
Right. So that's why Javaris
said, "What did your son do?" Okay, honestly, we are brainwashed to hate each other. You right, man. You right, cuz. You know what I'm saying? We definitely
hate that.
Yeah, I mean it's sad, but it's true.
Yeah, it's sad.
You know, we just have that self-hate, you know what I'm saying, towards each other. We see each other, mean mug each other.
Yeah, we do.
We'll kill each other over petty shit.
Yep.
But Trayvon Martin, killer, still walking around here.
Still walking around like he ain't did nothing.
So it's, you know, we damage people, man. You know, we've been damaged, and
yeah, and a lot of it is instilled. It's instilled in a lot of us. I mean, we don't see any wrong at all in what we're doing towards each other. Again, we're just thinking about self. We're not thinking about the effect it's having on us as a whole.
Right. You're right. Yeah. It was something else that I had wanted to touch on. I forgot all about it though.
Yeah, if anyone is in that didn't hear what we were discussing earlier about the Georgia voting right now for the midterms, please remember to make sure you take with you a cheat sheet, because you cannot take a cell phone in with you, or you cannot bring your cell phone out, put it out so you can look at it. Remember that there are no parties listed on the ballot. They're just names. So they're not telling you whether they're Democrat or Republican. Just keep that in mind. If you plan on voting for the midterms, make sure you write everything down, because it's a lot of things to vote for. It's a lot of stuff on that ballot. You're going to get confused. So go look it up, do your research on it first. Make sure you go with the cheat sheet, because if you're like most Black people, we want to vote Democrat all down the line. Now you're not going to know who's the Democrat and who's the Republican if you do not check on it first. If you do not go do your research first, you're not going to know. So just make sure y'all do that if you are planning on going in to vote for the midterms.
Okay. That's
I know.
That's some shit right there.
Let's
see, Ryan say his son didn't do anything, just being him. I guess I got caught up with a stupid cop. Yeah, water.
And then he said kids are scared of his son.
I don't know why. So is he considered a bully?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Was he bullying kids? Like what was going on?
You say he got, that might not be something you want to put out on that.
Yeah, that maybe not.
You might want to talk about, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I have a few more. I have other questions about that though, Ryan.
Come on, dog.
Okay.
What is your son doing to scare other people kid? Right. I mean, they ain't just scared because
they ain't scared for no reason.
Yeah. So and it's Supreme Court though, it's a blow, right? Uncle Tom, Clarence Thomas. Right. We talked about that earlier, Otis, man, about the Supreme Court and how they just pretty much, you know, letting Trump just trample over all the laws and definitely all the constitutional laws. I mean, he just, bruh, they really, this thing is really going down. I really honestly don't think Trump gonna leave office in 2028. I honestly don't think. I think Trump would be the last president that will be a normal like 4-year term.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think he's gonna leave office. I really don't. That's why I don't, you know, that's why they really trying to, you know, get a remainder this midterm.
That's why they're doing all this.
Because if they can get back control of the House, and you know, they're gonna be able to pass laws to change the Constitution to where he can be a long-term president. Because why would he be adding a ballroom to a house that he's only gonna be
he's not gonna be in? Exactly.
Putting all that money in it.
Exactly.
And talking about he's not using the taxpayers' money.
Right.
So
we already know they're using the
who was he
taxpayers'
doing
money.
that for?
Yeah.
Why would you add to something? Right. And then nobody, you didn't even get Congress approval to do it.
Nope. Just started doing it.
Right. So
you know they had to put a halt on it. There's a halt on it right now, right?
Hell, man, Trump, man, this man don't give a shit about no law.
No, oh well, okay, yeah.
That man still working on that thing. That man don't care about no damn court telling him what to do. He got a Supreme Court in his pocket. All them other courts ain't nothing to him. Nothing. Right. He's still building it. Then he just finna put a bill on the floor now to get him $1 billion for the security from the taxpayer. They want the Congress to pass a bill for them to get him up $1 billion for that ballroom. Trump don't give a damn about no freaking judge telling him to stop. Boy, stop. Right. He gonna do it because he know he's not leaving office. He's not. So all the illusion with the Democrats talking about all the so-called money they spend, if you send any dime to them, you just blow that, you put it in your gas tank, because gas gonna be $5 or $6 a gallon before Iran is done.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're not gonna be able to get Iran to open it straight up,
right?
Because unless they send ground troops in and take the country, and that's suicide. Don't they? You mean that's he probably do it because he don't give a shit.
You're right.
But they still
it ain't him out there.
They're not gonna win that.
Yeah,
they're not gonna win that. So it is what it is when it comes to that. Ain't nothing nobody gonna be able to do. I don't think your vote gonna matter this year.
Yeah. No, the vote isn't gonna matter for these midterms, and our vote is not gonna matter for 2028. So this is the reason why we wanted to go with this topic today.
Right.
Because we really, as a Black folk, we need to rethink this voting thing. Now, if you okay with voting and you still feel like your vote matters, please go out there and do what you want.
Right.
But
not going nowhere.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as me, I am truly rethinking this whole voting stuff. And
you didn't already vote
it. No, I'm talking about 2028.
You ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah.
You ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be.
And I had already voted by the time I started, looking up all this other stuff. Yeah, I had already voted. But moving forward, would I ever vote again? That's what the question is. That's what I'm talking about, rethinking.
The thing about it is I'm gonna say this. There's a 80% chance that you'll never get a chance to have another fair vote to where you can decide who you want in your district.
I hear that. Yeah. Absolutely.
That's probably like over with.
Yeah, that's done.
Yeah.
Once they voted for that, once the Senate voted for that, that's it. That's what they're doing.
Supreme Court.
Supreme Court. Once they voted for that, that was it. That's it. We done. We cooked when it comes to voting right now. They're going to change the maps. It's only going to affect us, and it's going to keep Republicans in office. That's what they're doing.
Where you should be able to go to that ballroom.
I paid for it with my tax.
You take your ass up in there. You want to?
I know that's right. Try to get up in there. It ain't happening.
Nursing home. Our vote needs to matter. We seeing so many changes, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Man, it's to a point now, man, where you just got to step back and stop being so routine. No, we so routine where we just feel like we gonna go vote because it's our civic duty.
Yeah, absolutely.
To do it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's like, okay, at some point, it's like, when you gonna take a step back and be like, what am I really doing?
What am I doing?
What difference?
But we don't know.
Making? What difference is this making?
We don't know, y'all. We're just voting because we see everybody else do it.
Who is this?
That's it. Like, we really got to rethink this.
Oh, that's somebody on Twitch.
What you got?
They ain't say nothing.
Oh. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, that's that again, that's why we're having this conversation, everyone. And we're probably going to touch bases on this a little bit more. But yeah, we just felt like this was a good topic to start with today.
Yeah. But so that was it. That was it for the day.
Yeah.
So I like to just thank everybody that came on with us tonight. Appreciate you guys for supporting us. We're gonna wrap it up. We try not to go past that 2-hour mark, but because we get to the point where we just go to repeat and stuff.
Yeah. We definitely appreciate y'all. We covered a lot. We appreciate your comments. This was a great topic today. Great conversation.
Yeah. And Ryan, man, we'll chop it up, man. See what you're talking about with your son, man. We'll chop it up with that and see what happened. Because I did hear a little something about him getting scooped up. It said we got some more comments coming in, so we ain't gonna
we're gonna finish up the comments.
It's the fight. They think since all our real leaders have died, they can Yeah. Well,
say old ways.
Yeah. You're right.
Yep.
That's what this regime doing. That's what this regime doing is decapitating. They decapitating people. They taking people out at the top.
Yep.
They cutting the head of the snake. So that's intimidating to especially people up under them.
Yeah, absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they fail to realize with dealing with Iran that these people have a God that they've been believing in for hundreds of thousands of years.
Yeah.
They didn't have the same one.
Yeah.
See, we got all kind of gods over here.
Yeah, that's true. We do. Our whole country does not have just one God.
So you ain't gonna be able to throw them off that. Right. So what he done now is made them even more angry. But what they fight smart.
Yeah.
Because they know they can't. They know they don't have the air capacity. They know they don't have the number of troops.
Yeah.
The missiles and stuff like that. They know they don't. So what they do? They cut your lifeline off. They're gonna turn your people against you. So it's at some point we are gonna have to make it to the point where it's ungovernable for them.
Yeah.
To where we get off the jobs, just like them kids did at Carver. Kids did this. You see what I'm saying? They rallied. They walked out of school because their principal was transferred to another school. And they rallied for him.
Okay.
They disrupt school. That's what, as a people, that's what we're gonna have to do.
Right.
We're gonna have to take to the streets in mass numbers. And like Mario was saying earlier, right? It's not gonna be about race.
Yep.
It's gonna be about right and wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
And everybody's gonna have to come because everybody is affected by this.
Right.
So when our white brothers and sisters and our Latino brothers and sisters join sides with us, then we will be able to make a difference as long as we unite it.
Right.
Because they trying to take away everybody's freedom. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they're gonna attack black people because they used to doing that.
Right.
They used to attacking us.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's their DNA to keep us down because
we
the most feared.
Bad.
Right?
Yeah, we always the punching bag.
Yeah. We the most feared one.
Yep. And that's what Javaris is saying. He said they scared black people into submitting by killing our leaders and allies to our nation in real public displays of power. King, X, Newton, Kennedy. It showed people that if they can be touched, then who am I?
Right.
Okay. Ryan said they're trying to start the civil war between, black and white, but it's not working because we all know what's going on. Then we got, they find it hard to understand how we can still endure and it makes us stronger. Yep. And last one here, Ryan said we need to fix the school system because it's really messed up. They don't even go to school.
Right.
Yeah. We definitely need to fix the school system now. That's way past 2.
Well, I don't see that. I don't see that happening when you took billions of dollars out of the education department.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't
gonna
see
happen.
that getting no better.
But it's that's way past due. That should have been changed up. So I don't see them. That's not priority. Never has been. So
yeah, it's not. It's not gonna get any better. I think that at some point, like I said, man, we're gonna have to unite.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to unite as a people, as a whole.
Yeah.
And if we can't do that as a whole, we definitely gonna have to do it as a race. Just period, point blank.
Yeah.
You know, if people can just get out of this color shit and just and really see it for right and wrong, then we will be able to unite. But as long as you got bigots and racists that sit next to you and live next to you, that you go see at the doctor's office, that's on the police department, that's at the grocery store, as long as you're dealing with that kind of shit, I don't see no kind of unity in that.
Yeah.
Because that's the heart. See, what a lot of people don't address is the whole 400 years that we were being enslaved, they were being taught to slave. So they were being taught the total opposite of what we was being. They were taught how to make us stay enslaved, to keep us enslaved. They were given this heartless teaching, Jim Crow. They would have the kids. They would bring their kids into that.
Yeah.
To public executions.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And they would watch as if they were watching a football game on Sunday.
Absolutely.
Enjoy.
That's right.
And amusement.
That's right.
So that was embedded.
It was entertainment.
Right. That was embedded into their DNA, into their behavior.
Right. I agree.
So this is like sometimes you can have a parent that you never spent time with, but you pick up their ways through DNA. So a lot of this, what we're seeing now, is the most racist group of leaders that we've seen in our lifetime.
Right.
And they really want to turn back the hands of time.
They do.
They want slaves. They want free labor.
Absolutely.
That's what they want. They want people to be submissive to them and not challenge them in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
Right.
That's what they want. That's the reason why they taking controls of the air. They're making people dumb because they're taking the money out of the education system. They're not putting no money in that.
Right.
So eventually, you're gonna do what? Quit.
Absolutely.
What they building? They putting their money in prison system. Because they actually, if you go to school as an adult, see, we didn't see it as kids because we were kids.
Yeah.
But if you go to school as an adult, it is ran just like a prison.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's just like a prison. So they making it for these kids to be able to transition from school to prison.
Absolutely.
That's what it's doing. That's why they taking so much money out of education, healthcare, and all this shit that's important and put it in prison systems. They are overpaying for these big ass warehouses.
Right. Yeah.
They got cases right now on the docket right now where they spending the warehouses like 50 million. They paying 100 for the shit.
Yeah, it's about to get crazy.
They overpaying for the shit. Yeah. So they feeding the pockets of they people who donated to Trump, who bought Trump. I know a lot of people saying, well, being Trump rich, he can't be bought because he already rich. Nigga, please. This nigga shit in a gold toilet.
Oh Lord.
He the main one gonna be bought because it's all transactional.
Right.
He's a transaction junkie.
Yeah.
It's all about the money. So anybody that give him money, they're gonna get a favor in return.
That's right. Gonna be a favor.
All right, that's what they do: kill, steal, and destroy. They're gonna get a favor in return. And that's what's going on right now. They overpaying for these warehouses because they're buying them from their buddies. So they're using government money.
Yep.
Taxpayer money.
Yep.
Overpaying for warehouses that they're gonna turn into prison.
Yep.
These are 30,000 square foot warehouses or bigger.
Yeah.
That they overpaying for to turn into prison using government money. How in the world?
Yeah.
You can't see that. This ain't nothing. I'm not a theory person. I'm not a conspiracy type of person. I don't believe in that conspiracy type of shit. Right. This is something you can go check it out yourself.
Yep. And we had a few more comments.
It said it is even the colors that are on the walls in the schools. It's mentally and physically created to design to make you
docile.
Right.
Yep. That's true. Yep. School is boring as hell.
But it's ran like a prison.
It is.
They can't even. They have to walk in line.
Yep.
And be quiet. Yep. In the halls.
Yep. They do. They get their little lunch. You know, get a little time out for lunch.
They have to sit together.
Yep.
And really, pretty much, don't even really talk.
Nope.
So they get no social time really at school.
Right.
So you're in school 8 hours.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And the kids get no social time.
That's right.
Only in passing.
Yep. They don't have all the
for 8 hours.
Used to have back
you don't even do that. You don't even do that in prison.
Okay, right. You at least get some time outside in the sun. Like,
well, you know, they get to pee, but I'm just saying, you in the jail, you get to talk.
Yeah, that's true.
They playing cards, lifting weights.
Absolutely, all that. They still having a good time playing basketball. They doing everything.
Right. And then some states, like Cuz says, some states got book bans.
Oh, really?
They banning books.
Wow. What, in the jails?
In schools.
Oh, yeah. Because they're all on the laptops now.
Hey, Russell County, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Russell County is set up like county jail.
You know what I'm talking about. It is. It's set up like a jail. We talk about it all the time. It is. It's set up like a jail, like a prison. But look who the governor is of Alabama. One of the biggest races in the Republican Party.
Jesus.
And she 179 years old.
Old is on the way.
Right.
She about to change nothing. She down for everything that's going on right now. That's where she come from.
179 years old and still on that bullshit.
Yep. They kill your creative mind by the time you get to college. And I can't read some of that. Something of workers, not a nation of thinkers. Oh, a nation of workers, not a nation of thinkers is what they want. And then obviously some states have banned books. Yeah, Russell County is set up like a county jail. And that's the problem I'm having with my son in school. He thinks he's in jail. Jeez. Okay. Yeah. School is a mess right now. These schools, and people are starting to, figure it out. But what can you do? Because if you don't take your child to school, you going to jail.
Well, they need to go because they need to know the basics.
They got to know the basics. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Once you go through elementary school and you learn all those basics, basic math, basic, whatever. That's really all people use. What they learned in elementary school, that's what a lot of them use.
I think
we may need more than that, but that's all they use.
I think you need more than that. I think once you high school, you're gonna need that, and then whatever trade you go into, you need to know that.
Yeah, well, you got to go to school for.
I just think that it needs to be more. They need to teach these children how to socialize, like control socializing. You know what I'm saying? To where they not just locked in there for 8 hours,
right?
And then they just can't socialize with each other.
Yeah,
like the lunch hour,
right?
That should be a social hour. I mean, when we was in school, you sat where you want to sit,
right?
When your lunch period was your lunch period.
Yeah.
After lunch, you went to your next period.
Yeah.
But when you went to lunch, you wasn't escorted by no teacher.
Yeah.
You wasn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You went to lunch, and we had the pay phone outside. You can go out there and the pay phone. We had kids that smoked.
Mm-hmm.
They were smoking outside. They allowed that.
Mm.
I remember that. I don't know if they allowed it, but they were smoking.
Right, they were doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I
don't know they was okay with it or not
now.
now.
Think about it. I don't know if they was allowing it, but they was out there smoking.
Yeah.
So they had that, you know what I'm saying? But we had a social hour.
Yeah.
That we can socialize with each other. We in the lunchroom. As long as it didn't get too elevated where folk was screaming across the lunchroom, then nobody never say nothing.
Yeah.
Because I remember that was one of the best subjects. Lunch. I look forward. What time I lunch?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was the thing. But now, you know what I'm saying? Them kids, they can't.
And they're so much more. I don't know. They're so much more. I want to say active, I guess. Like they need an outlet. They need some type of outlet. So yeah, they go to school and they sit in the classroom, can't say nothing the entire time they're in the classroom.
No, Ryan, something ain't adding up by little Ryan, dog.
Help make the story make sense if you're going to keep bringing it up.
Something ain't adding up by little Ryan. Yeah.
Javard say teach them social and economic skills.
Absolutely. Right, they need that. They need that.
They do need that.
A lot of them can't even socialize to you. They can't even talk to you. They scared to look at you, scared to make eye contact with you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Mumbling under their voice, you can't hear
Absolutely.
them. You know? So they don't.
Yeah.
And most of the kids stuck somewhere in a damn tablet or a phone somewhere.
They are. Absolutely.
And they don't know how to socialize with you.
Absolutely. Yep, I agree. And I agree with that.
Yeah, Ryan. So man, adding up about little Ryan.
Oh man.
So you keep bringing it up. You got bring it all out.
Give us some more information.
Trying to make it seem like they picking on it.
Right.
Like he ain't doing that.
We need more info. We need more info.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the way this narrative going.
That's the only way. Listen, man. That's the only way you're gonna help your son and anybody with kids. The only way you're gonna help your kids is teach them accountability.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? If you take up for them when they wrong, bro, they're gonna wind up in the system because the jailhouse gonna get them at some point. You definitely got to teach them accountability. You know what I'm saying? Because we talking about the schools, but there's some kids in that school that terrorize them damn schools.
Absolutely.
And then you can't get no help from the parent and anything like that. So there's always two sides to every story, and that is another side that a lot of parents don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Your kid up in here being disruptive, bro, them folks ain't got to deal with that shit. Them folks don't make a lot of money.
They sure don't.
They don't make a lot of money to deal with a disruptive child.
They sure don't. Them kids will fight these teachers these days.
Right. So if he up in there cutting up, then they gonna get him out of there. You believe that?
Absolutely.
And he gonna be your problem.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't raise him right, you're gonna be taken care of when he's 30 and 40 years old. He's gonna be in your house.
Terrorizing the shit out of you. Absolutely.
Believe that.
I've been seeing some videos lately where it's coming up on graduation time.
Yeah.
So they've been putting videos out there of the parents in the office of the school mad as hell because their child ain't graduating. But you ain't kept up with your child all year.
They ain't seen them all year.
All year. Ain't seen no grades. Ain't asked them about their grades. Ain't holding them accountable. Ain't doing nothing. But you at the school fussing with the front desk people.
Like they
like they can make the change and say, oh, okay, yeah, just because you said that, we'll let your child graduate.
They probably don't even know your damn kid. Anyway, they work at the front desk. They ain't even the teacher.
I'm telling you, like it's crazy out here, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. I ain't said cousin had a student punch her and nothing was done. Yeah.
See what I'm saying? They advocate for the kids, man. They want to put all the blame on the teachers.
I mean, like say, two things can be true.
Two things can be true.
It can be the kid sometimes. Sometimes it can be the teacher. I mean, just like, with the police, there's some good cops and there's some bad cops.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's just how it goes.
It is.
But there are some kids. I mean, we work with kids every day, all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things we talk about all the time on the field. Attitude. Don't let your attitude exceed your talent. Because we know can't nobody fuck with you if you got a bad attitude. Don't nobody want to deal with you.
Nobody want to deal with you.
Don't nobody want to deal with no disrespectful ass kid.
Nope.
You can't do it. That's why I tell my son, you can't go in that class and catch on to everything and every assignment like everybody else, but you can go in there and sit your ass down and shut the fuck up. You can do that.
Right. That you can control.
Right. So if you up in there cutting up, playing, trying to be all cool and all that, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Make everybody laugh.
If I come up there and them folk telling me you doing that, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yep.
Point blank. Cause they ain't lying. Why they lying on just you?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, they be the main one. But I didn't do nothing.
No.
That's the main thing they love to say. I didn't do nothing.
Right.
Oh, okay.
You did something.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
either your mouth slick.
Yep.
Or you was on here cutting up like they said.
Right.
And they want your ass out of here because you disruptive.
Right. You ain't telling me you ain't do nothing. You're not telling me that. You did something.
A lot of time that be the case.
Yep.
And when you see the parent, you can understand why the kid be like that.
Yep.
They say, so I believe that after high school, we should put everyone in the field they specialize in. Meaning, if you're good in math, you go to a school that specializes only in math. You're good in science mind, you go to a science institution, also for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most people kind of do that.
Yeah, I think
you know
that's
what I'm saying. The people that really don't.
Yeah.
They kind of go. You know.
Yeah.
It's like people. Some people gonna make choices. You know, bad choices that want. You know, dire consequences. That's life. You make good choices, you get good consequences.
Right.
Bad choices, bad consequences. But what I have found in life is that a lot of people don't take accountability.
Right.
It's never their fault.
Right.
It's always it's always somebody else's fault.
Right.
It's always this, it's always that. My parents, my daddy, my mama, my teacher, the people don't like me.
Yep.
You know.
Everybody is doing something to them.
Like I tell my son all the time, man, don't let them people at their school stop liking you. Like teachers, people that's over you. You don't want the adults to not like you.
Absolutely.
Because life is going to be hard for you when the adults stop liking you in those schools.
That's right.
So I don't know, Ryan, if your son if fell into that category where the adults don't like him.
Yep.
Then if that's the case, he ain't gonna make it over.
He ain't gonna make it.
He ain't gonna make it.
The teachers have to like you because that's they help you. When they like you, they help you. They do what they need to do to help you. And that's why I tell my son all the time, like if they didn't like you, Jordan, these people wouldn't care what you're doing. They wouldn't say anything to me. They wouldn't email me to tell me you missing an assignment. They just wouldn't do that.
Right.
So you gotta look at that and make a big deal out of that.
Right.
You know, he's so, kind of playful and things like that. And, he's lovey-dovey and all of that. So he does. He gets on the good side of a lot of teachers and, coaches and things like that. But that's why I tell him, just keep it up. Don't be in these folks' classrooms doing all that crazy mess. Right. Because, you're going to get on their bad side.
Right. Especially when you ain't listening.
Yeah. Right. You can't be in there disrupting the classroom.
Right. They got other kids there.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of other kids that want to listen. Then here you is taking up all the attention, cutting up and shit, trying to be all cool and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't blame. I'll get your ass out of there too.
Yeah.
You like that. Like we tell the players all the time, bro. Your attitude, you ain't gonna play. You got bad attitude, don't worry about playing.
Yeah.
Ain't got time.
Makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Because attitude bad, you ain't listening.
Right.
So you don't know what to do.
Yeah. So why would we put you out there? You haven't been listening.
Right.
You don't
If
know
you're
what's
not
going
fucking
on.
listening,
You don't know
what to do. So you're not gonna go out there. Why? Why? What you gonna do
we're
out
gonna
there?
put you out there to help us lose.
Right. We're gonna mess the team
No, we're
up.
trying to win.
Right.
Yeah.
Every time. Trying to win.
Trying to win.
Every time. So
Yeah.
yeah, I feel big dog. Yeah, like you said, you just strictly to that. You know, that's what we used to do before. Back in the day, we was strict to our trades, whatever we was good at.
Absolutely,
we would stick to that. But I just I ain't against nobody or nothing like that. I just feel like we should do our own thing.
Yeah.
And nobody should be against, no other race should be against us wanting to do our own thing. Because we're not against nobody else doing their thing.
That's right.
And just because we want to do our own thing don't mean we racist.
Yep.
We just want to be left the fuck alone.
Yep.
Just leave us alone. Let us do our. We'll figure it out. We always have. We always will. Just don't bother us. That's all we want. That's all we ever asked for. But we can't get that.
We can't get
But
that.
it's gonna come a time, man, where I'm starting to see this newer generation. They different.
They are.
They different. They different. They move different. They think different. They don't have the same religious beliefs that a lot of our generation have. And I think our religious beliefs makes us submissive to mistreatment.
Right. I agree.
So once you can remove that,
then
you'll see a more of a resistance, more of a fight.
Yeah.
But as long as you have that, turn the other cheek.
Yep.
And wait on your heaven, wait on your kingdom in heaven and all that. As long as you have that, you're gonna be submissive.
Oh yeah.
But once that goes away, then we'll be able to rise up as a people and take what was given to us by God from day one.
Yeah.
But this has been a great show, been a long show, one of the longest shows, but I didn't want to kind of go off because everybody was still commenting, saying we appreciate you guys for, chiming in with us tonight. I hope we ain't said nothing that's going to get us cut off. So I know we're going to get an audit after the show, and you see us next week, we good. If you don't, then hey, we got fun.
Look, we'll get back with it when we
get off suspension.
Yeah, when we get off. I mean, golly.
But it is what it is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to, get stuff off our chest and get everybody to get things off their chest.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it seemed like, what place to do it then right here in the Mirror Live podcast with your boy Jimmy Jam and Miss Coco.
All right.
Trying to do what we do. And let's say, man, we appreciate everybody. We are
out. Night, everybody.